Welcome back to Middelburg. Second half about to get underway in this FNB Classic Clash between Middelburg Hoërskool, the home side, and Middelburg Hts. And it is the visitors who lead by 17 points to 3, and they will be playing from left to right on your screens in the red jerseys. This is the green of middies to get the second half underway. Hoisted high by Jacques Bruce. And fancy that middies are going to have to find a way to score early in this second half. They've pretty much been frozen out in the first half.
Same ball.
So still being controlled. Phil-Andre Kutsenberg, the captain of the Roy Buller, the man who was controlling that ball, and now a chance for the three-quarter line.
Advantage
and
over.
Here's Ruben de Ploy. He gets the pass away to Jan Lorenz. That's well picked up. Nobody in at scrum half, and eventually the man arriving is Laurens Besson. And he's done good work there. He's taken it to within 10 of the middies line. Out it comes over the head of Kutsenberg and taken then by Christo de Arthur. Oh, and there was a two-man overlap there if that ball had stayed in hand.
Well, fantastic work by the big running, hard-working centre, Laurens Besson. He got them into a favourable position. And then, unfortunately, the knock-on coming from Michael Besson when he had numbers on the outside. But again, it's that man, Laurens Besson, who's been really industrious in this game.
Strongly built centre, Laurens Besson. He's 85 kilos, but I would say he punches above his weight, as you would expect of a prefect.
Well, middies will know the result from last year, having lost this fixture by 30 points to 27. They don't want to be in the same position at home, chasing the game. They'll need to tighten up, play a bit more field position at this stage, and get themselves back into this contest.
Jacques Bruce finding a good touch.
Well, Jacques Bruce has shown some neat touches in the first half, but he'll need to take a stranglehold on this game if they're to come away with a victory on middies.
Yes, the fly half is also the vice captain of the side. This is Nelius Smit to feed. Oh, that's come off the side of the boot, but it worked. Lovely pass on the inside from Alan Muller. Now it's available for Goos. Good tackle there from Jacques Bruce. Still available though for the Roy Buller. Now running towards their own section of the crowd, and that section of the crowd is getting very excited, let me tell you. Goos. That's now gone forward, and middies will have a chance to feed the scrum.
Well, the Roy Buller just guilty of not playing the same side. They're playing a bit of zigzag rugby at this stage, and just handing the possession back to middies.
Somebody stayed down, and it looks like Ace Ehlers, who's the number 5 lock.
Well, a wrap around from the scrum off to the captain, Kutsenberg, and unfortunately for him, Besson just knocking the ball on and aggrieved with himself.
Crouch. Point. Scrum.
Krissinger. He's found a decent touch on the right-hand side, but middies need to keep the ball in hand a little bit here if they're going to get back into this game.
Well, a short line out called here. Look for the Roy Buller to truck it up in the midfield and possibly utilize the blind side that will open up from this sort of tactic.
Good stepping there Now Hts. Rents did well. Looks like Middies may have snaffled the ball. No, there it is for Leroy Buller.
Bal is in die lug, bal is in die lug. Push, push.
Oh, very good counter ruck from Middies. They've stolen the ball back. And Jacques Bruce, though, was under pressure there. And that came off the side of the boot.
Well, Hansi Nordia won't be happy with that. He did yeoman work on the ground. He had all the rights to the ball, managed to get himself into a great body position, turn the ball over, and unfortunately Bruce hasn't relieved the pressure that has come from the Roy Buller.
Yes, you'll see the territory stats there. Over the top it goes, and that was obviously a wrong call to the visitors' line out, and Middies now taking it up through Valdo Morris.
Use it once.
Just on their own 22 at the moment.
Use it now.
Well, they couldn't use it, so it's turnover ball.
Hold them down. Please don't use it.
Well, just poor work by the home side. The Roy Buller are holding 4 men back, Andy. It's a great opportunity. Put the ball through their hands, suck in a few defenders, and let the ball do the work. Mashabani on the left wing, he might as well have a beanie on. He's been out of this game completely, and he's crying for the ball to get into his hands. But again, it's all been the Roy Buller in this half.
Nice little 8-9 move there, and then some crossing in the middle of the park.
Advantage.
Offside, I think, the call from the referee here, and they will come back for that offside. It's quite a narrow angle, and they have a 14-point lead, and so they're going to look to try and extend that from the line out 5 meters out.
Well, they've had a few problems at line-out time. They'll have to find their jumpers and look for the drive. Here we see the offsides coming in from Middies. Mashabane just a bit over-exuberant and being pinned.
Julius Smith, he missed his man last time, but no chance of that happening there. Well taken by Valandre Kutzenberg. And held up a couple of meters short, still going. Referee says ball in the air.
Well, for the first time, great take in the line-up by the Roy Buller, and just being held up short was Niela Smith, the hooker of the visitors.
Pick up off the back, and Hts feeds the outside. Very close from Christo de Jager. Couldn't get across the line. Referee has given the penalty the way of Middies.
Well, it was the centre, George Fritz, who came in. In fact, it was Lawrence Besson who trucked it up and just isolated. Going alone by himself was the big number 8, Christo de Jager, being turned over at the breakdown. And again, relieving pressure from Middies.
Christo Mayer's taken a hit there. He's already played for the Pumas at under 18 level. And no doubt, if you're from overseas watching this, you'll be wondering what on earth is going on with those blue lines going across the pitch. Well, this is what happens in South Africa, in these parts of the world, in winter. The grass turns white, and there's no point painting white lines on it. And this is the time when the farmers dread. They've got to find enough feed for their cattle. Now here go Middies through Xander Krissinger. Oh, that's poor technique. It's taken by Mashabani. There's nobody in front of him. He should go all the way here. Benny Mashabani is in for the try for Middies. And the crowd does indeed go wild.
Well, it was a brilliant box kick by Xander Kritzinger. Look at Mashabani. He follows up with real determination. Favorable bounce after coming off the chest of the right winger, Alan Miller, and he cracks on the pace to score in the corner. He's brought his side back into this contest.
Yes, that he has. And yeah, well, he's playing on the left wing, but he is built. Looks as if he might end up perhaps a bit closer to the scrum, maybe an inside centre. And now Jacques Bruce. This is an important kick. They just haven't seen enough quality ball in this game. Now that they've got that try against the run of play, can really do with the extra 2 points to bring it within a one-score game. And no problem at all.
Well, one man back at home will be Van Clausen, who captained the Springboks in 1981, and he captained them for 7 test matches. He'll be watching with great intrigue here as his old side middies are right back in this contest.
Yes, and here they go. That's the position that he played as well. Number 8, Lodeval with a stampeding run. And it looks as if he might just have lost that ball forward in contact.
Well, good work by Lodeval. The momentum shift has just happened in the last few moments, and it's all middies at this stage.
Now here's a chance on the right-hand side. And, middies supporters who are right there, going absolutely crazy for their side. Now still trying to work the short side through Willem Steenkamp.
Best feet. Push back, right.
Kritzinger taking it inside the 22. This is a real chance for middies. Strong drive coming from Joubert de Toy. Oh, and has that gone forward? Oh, referee, what's he given here? It's a penalty to middies, right in front of the posts. And they are going to kick it goal.
Well, it was offside at the ruck by captain Kutzenberg, and Jacques Bruce can claw their way back into this contest. Kutzenberg not coming through the gate, coming in at the side, and a real opportunity to make it a one-score game.
So Jacques Bruce doesn't get any easier in a tight game like this now is. Drives it over successfully. Just 4 points between the teams now, and a great start to the second half for the boys in green.
Well, the crowd are on their feet here at the stadium in Middelburg, known as the Middies home field, and all they have to do is control possession, get back into the Roybilla half, and keep chipping away at that lead.
Restart coming from Lohan Bennett. Oh, and that'll be a penalty. And almost a yellow card coming through there. Ace Ehlers just took out the boy under the ball, Valdo Morris, long before the ball had arrived. So actually got that the wrong way around. It was Michael Besson making the tackle.
Well, it was a super restart by Lohan Bennett, and Michael Besson just showing a lack of respect for the ball in the air and giving away a penalty.
And you mentioned it, but there is quite obviously a momentum shift here, and suddenly ball being thrown around. So they're all a little bit lateral, but they are doing their best to keep that ball in hand and try and make the most of this momentum that they have got. So Middies, the home side in green. Pick and go. You see the Roy Buller desperately trying to hold up their opponents and turn it into a maul and therefore use it or lose it. But even though there are more red jerseys there, well, they have won it. And I wonder whether Middies might be a bit disappointed there. They were going forward.
Well, Roberto Toy has carried really well in the last 10 minutes. Just unfortunately a little bit too upright, which allowed the larger fellows of Hts Middelburg to get their hands on the ball, hold it up, and hand possession to them.
Scrum.
Goos has missed his fly half, and that's put pressure on. Now under this is Philip Probler. And he decides to return with interest. Probler chasing after this ball. He was taken out off the ball. The referee allows play to continue. And it's going to be a scrum down to the Roy Buller.
Well, Andy, we mentioned earlier in the broadcast about how the Roy Buller would have to work out their difficulties in the air and letting the ball bounce. And that tactic seems to be paying dividends for the home side. Putting the ball up in the air and nobody stamping the authority and taking it, and it's going to prove costly in the end if the Roy Buller continue in this fashion.
So scrum in a good position for Middies, even though it will be fed in by the defending side.
Coach. Bind. Scrum. Taken back.
So that ball has to stay in field, which it has done. And that's beautifully taken out of the air by Jan Wemer. Good follow-up tackle from the Roy Buller, and see how quickly the tackler got back to his feet there to play the ball. And that will be Roy Buller feed to the scrum.
Well, Jan Palmer did so well. Just initially from the kick, all he had to do was put it into midfield. It opens up both sides of the field. Unfortunately, he took on the defense. And again, it's another turnover conceded by the home side.
Crouch. Bind. Scrum. That's fine. Play on.
The one-handed pick up there by Christa de Jager. Now running from depth, well held up by Ruben Free.
Is good. Play on.
And it's turnover ball for Middies. Here they go. Fullback Philip Probler puts it over the top and now trying to put the pressure on. There's plenty of green jerseys there at the breakdown. Roy Buller have done well. Goos finding Bennett. Just outside their own 22 now, Roy Buller. We've got 16 minutes left in this game.
Too many bodies.
The referee can't see what's going on, so he's given a scrum to the defending side.
Well, Bennett just going through the gap where there was no gap, and he's lucky to get away with it. I thought he was holding on there.
Crouch. Bind. Scrum.
Off the scrum early there. Referee allowed play to continue. And that man Wemer is there again within 10 meters of his own line because of the firmness of the pitch and the bounce of the ball. But it's a really good relieving kick.
Well, the attacking and defensive kicks from hands. Middelburg High School, 8 attacking, 13 defensive, whereas their visitors are even at 7 apiece. It kind of tells the story at this stage. Just too many aimless kicks for my liking.
Pressure coming through on Xander Kritzinger. That's a good handoff and a great little Sonny Bill out of the side. The referee is playing advantage to the home side. Shrill blast on the whistle. Perhaps kickable here, just inside opposition territory. Well, in fact, he's going all the way up to the 10-meter line, so definitely kickable.
Lodeval have been really impressive in the second half. He's got a good skill set, gets the ball away in contact, and he's been a menace to this Roy Buller side in the last 15-20 minutes. There we see him again. Great little Sonny Bill out the back of the hand. Tackler assist being penalised there. Oh, really tough call going against Hts Middelburg. George Fritz can count himself somewhat unlucky to be penalised there, but it was initially for the high tackle.
So we're in the 57th minute, and this to bring the score within a point. There is scarcely a breath of wind. It's a bone-hard field. Shouldn't have a problem with the distance. Is it straight enough? Oh, yes, it is. It's a one-point ball game.
Great pressure kick by the fly-off of the home side. Jacques Bruce has gone very quiet alongside us, where there's a ton of Roy Buller support, and it's going to go down to the wire, this classic clash.
Relieving kick by Kritzinger there. He was under great pressure, but he's got a superb kick in. It's amazing how this game has turned around. It was all about the team in red in the first half. In this second half, Middelburg Hoërskool have really come to the party.
Well, the lineouts have been the Roy Buller's Achilles heel. They've gone for a shortened lineout, and he'll just look to hit the banker ball in the front and take it from there.
That's a good service there from Host, the scrum half. And a good box kick as well from him. He's been unlucky with the bounce of the ball. This might even go touching goal. Yes, it has. So they'll have to go all the way back to where the kick was taken. Well, no, they're not. I'm just looking now in front of me, and it wasn't touching goal. I can actually see some rubber matting inside the in-goal area, and that's where that ball rolled to. I think Mashabani has managed to claim that ball for the home side, but the Roy Buller have managed to grab it from him on the deck. In the air, use it or lose it. Well, we're heading towards the last 10 minutes of the game, and it is anybody's match.
Great work by Sellers, the head boy of the school. It's been the tactic from the first kickoff to hold the heavier and bigger opposition up in the air, and just forcing the turnover in that way. He's done really well, the big lanky lock, and has given his side an opportunity to carve off some field position, get some real estate and play in the Roy Buller half.
Kritzinger finding Bruce. And the chasers are after this. Oh dear, it's all going pear-shaped for the Roy Buller. Oh, and the chasing player couldn't hang on. You're going to have to come back, young man. Jan Wemer thought that glory was beckoning, but there's been a knock-on.
Well, Bruce put the high bomb in, the carry on. The aerial skills have been shambolic, to say the least, for the Roy Buller. And middies are all over this game. Handling errors at this stage, 15 in the match.
Scrum.
So Goos. Flyhouse made the error, and it is amazing what a difference a home crowd can make to a side. They are cheering everything now. Now that's the opposition cheerleaders. Remember, we saw them doing press-ups in the first half. Well, they haven't done any press-ups now for quite some time.
Quite right, Andy. 13 unanswered points in the second half to middies. And the Roy Buller looks somewhat nervous at this stage.
Come on, Vinny!
So feeding the line out is Henry Hubert. And that one's been won against the throw. If the Roy Buller could score next, it will settle a lot of nerves. Downfield through Lohan Bennett. The mark is easily made by Philip Grobler. He's an athlete, is Grobler, 800 and 1500 meter runner. All that going on behind the middies posts. That play is a lot further upfield. Goos sending it out. It's another good tackle. Good drive there from Villandre Kutsenberg. Now the Roy Buller looking to get back in prime position in this game. That's a super pass on the inside, and what a try! Alan Miller gets his second. Ruined the ploy with a brilliant run from fullback.
Alan Miller in for a double. It was the run from Ruan Deploy that was outstanding and managed to get that offload in. As you see, hits the line at pace, cover defense looming, but he manages to get the ball inside. Brilliant pass and a double for Alan Miller, who's finished really well this afternoon and could have won his side this game.
And it's happened in the red corner, where the old boys and the parents are sitting. They loved that. And now this is a very important kick for Rowan Goos. This is to give them an 8-point lead.
Well, he's got the angle with the left foot. He should swing us in from right to left.
No, it's gone the other way. So it's a 6-point game, and we've got just under 7 minutes remaining.
Well, it was a run from Ruan Deploy, who cracked on the pace, looked for the offload inside, and Alan Miller did brilliantly and finished for his double.
So back in play. That's the first score of the second half for Leroy Buller. They've been under the cosh. Now they'll be favourites again. Ah, there we go. I was just saying that they looked well rested.
Well, middies will have to throw caution to the wind. It's a ball in hand policy that they need to adopt for the last 6 minutes of this clash if they are to win it.
It's a tasty little grubber kick, causing all sorts of havoc for Philip Grobler. And Leroy Buller will have to feed to the line out on the 22 of middies.
Well, Ruan Goos has been a thorn in the side of middies the whole afternoon. Put in the grubber, not a favourable bounce. And the Roy Buller will look to close this game out, look for the drive and keep it tight in the next few
You'll
minutes.
actually see the Roy Bull in the background there next to the car. Magnificent red beast. Close.
Hands now!
Twirling around goes Kutzenberg. He's been very prominent.
Colours.
And this is a chance, you would think, for the Roy Buller to kill off the game if they can score here. Oh, and referee is happy.
Roll 3.
Within 10 now, the Roy Buller.
Roll 3.
Oh, they've got a very nearly worked an overlap. There is still a chance. Alan Muller gets his hat-trick. And that is going to seal the game for the visitors. Alan Muller gets his hat-trick, and that's the game.
Well, they trucked it up in the midfield. It was Volden Morris who had an overlap in the beginning, but he managed to get his pass away to Alan Muller, the hat-trick hero for the visitors. And this is a day he'll never forget.
Well, if you're ever going to score a hat-trick in a derby game, do it when you're on telly. Yes, he will be the toast of the town tonight.
Well, you see the red laces of Hts Middelburg, a trademark of the school, and they are going to come away victors for the second consecutive year.
Conversion is good from Gous. So the visitors, in their thousands they've come, they will party. That one almost charged down. The referee will bring them back. Referee is calling for some assistance. I think he was just checking his watch. There are 2 minutes left on our clock. And that's Kutzenberg winning the ball in the line out. What a good game he's had, the captain of the Roy Buller. Fantastic comeback by Middies in this second half. They came within a point, but now it looks as if it is going to be a big day for the Roy Buller. Here they go, trying to force their way inside the 22 of Middies. Little stab kick through from Lohan Bennett. Has gone into touch on the 5.
Well, this contest has had everything, Andy. A bit from Middies, a bit from the Roy Buller, but it's ultimately the Roy Buller who are going to come out on top, and they'll look to close out this game with another try. Look for the drive here.
Well, it's been a day with something for everything. Well taken by Hansi Nodir. Big kick downfield, and Roy Buller happy to slow things down. They know that time is running out. We're in the last minute. Putting the ball in is Henry Hubert. Cleanly won. And perhaps a last chance. Lodeval hits it up.
No hands! 20 foot off.
Turnover ball. Taken away by Van Leeuwen, and now there's a chance down this left-hand side. That's a super tackle coming in from Jacques Bruce. And in touch on the 22.
Good work by the Roy Buller that managed to absorb the pressure from middies, soak it up, and come away with 2 late tries to put this contest beyond doubt.
Well taken by the tight head, Dierwold Pretorius at the tail of the line. It's been thrown away. Here goes Kutzenberg. He did very well to shift that ball on to the next man in. Hearing the red helicopter coming over, it's celebrating a little early. Now middies from in front of their own posts looking to start something here, and away they go. Lovely piece of running. Brilliant work there from Ruben Ferry, and Ruben Ferry is still going. Eventually has to put it on the boot, and then back go the Roy Buller behind their own goal line. What a finish to the game. Off the park from Valdo Morris, and the referee says it's all over. It's a win for the team in red over the team in green. The Roy Buller, Hts Middelburg, have beaten their neighbours and rivals, Middelburg Hoërskool, and they've done it by 29 points to 16. Seems like it was a comfortable win, Gareth. It was never that.
No, not in any stretch of the imagination. Middies fought back in the second half to reduce it to a 1-point game, but it was ultimately 4 tries to 2 that has sealed this contest for the Roy Buller.
So a great spirit this game was played in, an FNB Classic Clash and a real classic. And there's the final score, Middelburg HTS winning it 29-16.
Welcome back to Middelburg, where we just witnessed a fantastic contest in one of the FNB Classic Clashes between the Hoërskool Middelburg and HTS Middelburg. With me is the losing captain from Middelburg Hoërskool. A very tight contest. In the second half, it looks as if you were going to come through.
Yes, it looked like. Maar ons kon nie terugkom nie. Ons het ons beste probeer, maar die Royals was net te sterk vir ons.
Veral aan die voorkant het dit gelyk asof daar 'n groot stryd was. Veral die stutte en die losvoorspelers wat sterk gekompeteer het.
Ja nee, dit is altyd daar tussen ons. Aangesien ons dit altyd 'n moeilike game is tussen ons en die Royals. Oor hulle is meer as 1000 seuns, ons net 400. So dit is baie moeilik.
Baie geluk op 'n goeie wedstryd en voorspoed.
Baie dankie.
Dankie. And then of course there was 2 man of the matches awarded for this game. On the side of the Hoërskool Middelburg, it was Philip Grobelaar, the fullback, who played an exciting game and a very safe game at the back. Philip, uitstekende wedstryd.
Ag baie dankie, dit was baie lekker, dankie. Dit was baie lekker, ja.
Ons sal nou vra vir Des van Sail van Balowo Toyota om die prys te kom oorhandig. En dan natuurlijk die tweede speler van die wedstrijd aan die kant van die Hoër Technische Skool Middelburg is Ellen Miller, wat 'n 3 van 3 behaal het. Ellen, 'n wonderlike wedstrijd vir jou.
Ja, dit was baie hard geweest. Maar het is altyd 'n harde game. Ons kom terug van 'n verloor af, so ons moes hom deurtrek.
Weer eens meneer Des van Sail van Balowo Toyota wat die prys gaan oorhandig. Nou die wenner van die wedstrijd, die wenkaptein, wat nou na vore gaan kom om die trofee te ontvang van meneer Jopie Kreer van FNB. 'n Uitstekende vertoning, veral van die kantman en kaptein.
Baie dankie meneer. Ons het bietjie slap gelê tweede helfte, maar ons het hom teruggebring. En ja, ons kon dit doen. Ek wil net baie dankie sê aan al ons ondersteuners vandag en aan my boeties. Baie lief vir julle. Dankie.
Wat het verkeerd gegaan in die tweede helfte, maar het gelyk asof Hoërskool Middelburg beheer gevat het in daai eerste 20 minute na halftyd.
Ons vooruit het net op voorvoet momentum verloor, maar gelukkig kon ons dit regmaak en regmaak, ja.
Veel geluk. Nou meneer Jopie Kreer om die prys te oorhandig.